Hey, good morning, everyone. Good morning. Happy Friday. Happy Fierce Friday to you. This is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice. Let us be glad in it. Come on into the chat room. Welcome to our Friday Living Authentically show. My name is LaShonda. I am the CEO and founder of Walk in Favor Life Coaching, and I also founded Living Authentically and Elevate Her. And I am excited about you being here today because I help women get from one level of existence to the next, whether it's your spiritual development, your personal development, or your professional development. Because at the end of the day, we want to live our lives happy, successful, fulfilled, without fear, without guilt, and without apologies. And so come on in, say good morning. Let me know who you are so that I can give you a shout out this morning. I'm excited about the show and the information that I have to share with you today. Those of you who are new, welcome to the broadcast. We're excited to have you with us. Good morning, Miss Deidre, all the way from Illinois. Good morning, and thank you so much for your compliment. I am just a reflection of you, girlfriend. And so, good morning, everybody. Listen, some of you all know, or probably the majority of you know, I am a coach and I work with women. And the reality is this: I do not believe that you can have your best life if you do not attack your spiritual development first. Because for me, my success came spiritual development, personal development, and professional development. And when I added them together, that equaled success for me. But I don't believe in just personal development and professional development. You're not going to maximize what God has for you. And so the majority of the times when I come on the show, I'm giving you tips on how you can really partner with God so that you can have an incredible personal life and you can have a phenomenal business life, financial life, career life. And so, good morning, Michelle, to my BFF. Good morning, Gary. Thank you so much for being with us today. And so, today, I want to talk about how you showing up, right? And those of you who are coming in, don't be afraid to type in your name. I don't bite, I promise. How are you showing up in the world, right? How are you showing up? Because those of us who are Christians, we know that we are an ambassador for Christ. We know that we are his representative. And the reality of it is this: I remember a young lady saying to me, you know, LaShonda, you may be the only Bible that a person ever sees. You may be the only Bible that a person ever see. And what is it that she was saying? What she was saying was, you know what? Sometimes people don't pick up the Bible and read it for themselves. However, they look at the people who call themselves believers in God and they judge the entire faith according to how you act, right? And so I wanted to talk about today: can a stranger see Jesus in you? Can a stranger see Christ in you? You know, how many of you have had situations and circumstances where people have walked up to you, whether it was in the bank, a grocery store, at work, or whatever, and they said, "You're a Christian, aren't you?" Now, you didn't have this big old cross on your neck. You weren't carrying this huge Bible, but it was something about your energy. It was something about your spirit. And one of the things that I was taught a long time ago is attractive people attract attractive people. You get that? Attractive people attract attractive people. Now, it's not saying that you got to be so beautiful on the outside, but what's really being said is that your energy, your aura, right? What's in your heart literally can be shown on the outside. What's in your heart can literally be shown on the outside. I mean, think about it. How many times have you been on a telephone and you were smiling and someone said, "I felt your smile"? See, they didn't see your smile, but what they felt was your warm energy. They felt your kindness. They felt your gentleness, right? They felt all those nice qualities. And what was on the inside of you came out, so it was displayed to them, even over a telephone. So what I'm asking you is, can a stranger see Jesus in you? And the answer should be yes, if Jesus is really in you. And so I want you to think about how can that happen? I train a lot, and it's funny because at the end of trainings, people will come up to me and say, I got a question for you. I'm picking up that you are a believer. Now, I haven't mentioned Jesus, I haven't mentioned scripture or anything, but it's about the way I carry myself, not just in private, but in public, right? How to act at home and abroad. And so here's where I'm going with this. How would you like to be so full? Because when you think about being fierce, you can't be fierce if you don't have Jesus inside of you, right? Or at least you can't be fierce the right way if you don't have Jesus on the inside of you. Because when Jesus is on the inside of you, that means his power is working. And remember, Ephesians 3:20 says, he will do exceedingly and abundantly above all you can ask or imagine, according to the power that's working in you. So you need his power to work in you. That's the prerequisite for you being able to get the exceedingly and abundantly above what you ask or imagine. Does that make sense? And so how would you like to be so full of the glory of God that it is unmistakable to those around you? How would you like for people to be able to know just by looking at you, right, that you have been with Jesus? You done spent some time with the Lord, right? I got to tell you, it's entirely possible, because if you are a born again believer and you are filled with the Holy Spirit, it can happen. And so the same mighty power that changed you inwardly when you were saved can actually revolutionize your outward appearance, that even strangers on the streets, in the mall, in the grocery store, in the bank were able to see the Jesus in you. And what's so interesting is the Jesus in you can literally attract them to want to know the Jesus that you serve. Because remember, Jesus said, if I be lifted up from the earth, I will draw all men unto me. So how do you lift Jesus up in the earth? By your life. By your life. I remember there was a well-known pastor, and he told a story about how him and his wife was shopping in a mall, right? And he was just going from store to store, just casually passing time while his wife was just finishing her shopping. And my husband do the same thing. He like, don't do what you're gonna do, and I'll see you, I'll be sitting right here, right? And he said, all of a sudden, as he was walking from one store to another, a woman walked up to him and said, will you pray for me? Now, he said, I didn't know this woman. And so he was puzzled. And he was thinking, out of all the people in the mall, how was it that she picked him out? And so he asked her, out of all these people in the mall, how is it that you picked me out? And she said, the Lord told me to come to this mall and someone would be here who could pray for me. You get that? She said, the Lord told her that someone would be in this mall, would be in this mall. I was just reading a comment, y'all, off of YouTube, that would pray for her. And she said, I came looking for that person. And she said, I noticed a beam of light. It would go into one store and then it will wander around, and then it will go into another store and it will wander around. Don't think this can't happen, y'all. And then it will go to another store and wander around. And she said, I followed the light. Come on, somebody. She said, I followed the light until I found where it was coming from, and it was coming from you. Man, is that not powerful? I followed the light. And what was that light? What was that light? You're thinking, hey, auntie, what was the light? The light was the glory of God. You and I have the power to exhibit the glory of God on our lives, right? And so it was shining from him, much like it shined from the face of Moses when he came from Mount Sinai. Remember when he went up to speak to the Lord because the children of Israel was acting a plumb fool, and he went to speak to the Lord, and when he came back, the glory of the Lord was upon him. Why? Because he had been with the Lord, and that radiant presence of God brought healing to that woman when that pastor prayed for her. And so just as the fact that Peter and John had been with Jesus was unmistakable, so was the fact that this pastor had been with Jesus when that lady walked up to him in the mall. Let me tell you, when you make it your priority and when you make it your business to spend time with Jesus, it will be undeniable. It will be undeniable. Remember, the song says, he walks with me. He talks with me. He tells me I'm his own. Well, when Jesus is walking with you and Jesus is talking with you and he's telling you you are his own, you got his glory. It's undeniable, unmistakable. Hey, darling, come on, give me some love, give me some love, give me some love. All right. Love you. Have a great one. And so that was my husband, y'all, just in case y'all didn't know. And so when you spend time with Jesus, it is going to be undeniable. His power and his glory will be reflected in you to the world. How else why do you think Jesus said, don't hide your light? What is the light? It's his light. I mean, it's not going to be like no, and it could be, let me not say that. It could be like a ring light. You know how bright the ring light is, and it just illuminates things. Like I got a ring light on. If I turn the ring light off, check this out. This how stuff was up, right? This is without the ring light. But when I turn the ring light on, do you see how bright it is? That's how your life Holy Spirit, you are the bomb. Come on, somebody. Messing up my lipstick. But anyway, do you see the difference? When you're not with Jesus, don't it look a little dull? Look a little dim? I mean, you can see me, right? But man, it's just something when the light come on. And so when you camp out with Jesus, when you hang out with Jesus, you become a bright light. And Jesus said, don't hide your light. Don't put it under, no bushel. Let your light be known. Let it shine. How are you to be the salt of the earth if you won't connect with Jesus? How are you supposed to bring, check this out. We are supposed to bring light to a dark world. This is us, the world, dark. When we show up at the church, this is supposed to happen. When we show up at the workplace, this is supposed to happen. When we show up at the bank, this is supposed to happen, right? When we show up at the grocery store, this is what's supposed to happen. You hear me? When we show up at our business, this is supposed to happen. When we show up at the house, and it may be like this is supposed to happen. Wherever you are, you supposed to be the light. You supposed to be the light, right? And so again, when you spend time with Jesus, it will be undeniable. It will be unmistakable that you are with the Lord. I had my own experience this week, and it was absolutely amazing. Let me tell you, when God says, come talk to me, there's a treat waiting for you. When God says, come talk to me, there's a treat. And I got a treat this week. And so again, his power and his glory, it will be reflected in you to the world because you're supposed to be the light of the world. And his presence upon you will meet needs everywhere you go. Man, his presence upon you will cause you to meet needs everywhere you go. Everywhere Jesus went, he met needs. Everywhere he went, he met needs. And so take time to be with Jesus today. Take time to be with Jesus today so that all day you just lighten it up. All day you just lighting it up. You get what I'm saying? That's right. Just a little talk with Jesus will make it all right. Right? Just a little talk with the Lord. That's right. We are bright. We are bright lights. We're not dim lights. Check this out. Let me do this for you. See, I could change the lighting. You see what I'm saying? But no, I want this thing to be bright. No, I don't want that one. I want that one? Yep. And you can make it bright, right? So we want to shine bright wherever we are so that people can say something about her, something about him, right? And so let me go through y'all comments. That's my auntie Katie out of Chicago. Hey, good morning, Charmaine. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Okay, man, okay, I was just about to say something, but I'm gonna let y'all see this comment just to show you something. This is a person that is on YouTube, but check that out. How silly is that? Do y'all see this? How silly is that right there? Right? Yeah, silliness. Okay, but all you do is laugh. You just laugh about it. Shine bright like a diamond. Absolutely. Don't be in a place where you let someone else dim you. So what can dim you? I didn't even have this, but again, unforgiveness can dim your light. Fear can dim your light. Insecurity can dim your light. Sin can dim your light. So again, when you spend time with Jesus, you kind of stay away from the things that condemn your life, because when those things show up, you go back to Jesus for help. You go back to Jesus for guidance, right? And he just wrap his head around his arms around you. And again, he walks with you, he talks with you, and he tells you you're his own. All right. And so that's what I wanted to share with you all today. May God bless you and keep you, right? Do me a favor. I've been putting some things on our Walk in Favor site, some different little resources for you. I'm getting ready to really build out now my professional development, and I am getting ready to start doing some workshops, y'all. Some mini workshops, Zoom workshops on different professional development topics, right? Various topics. And so stay with me, because I want to ask you all a question. Let me type something in real quick. And I want to ask you, and raise your hand or say, me, I could benefit from that. I want to ask you, are these some of the things that you believe that you can benefit from to enhance your professional development? Because remember, I do spiritual development, personal development, as well as professional development. And so I just want to make sure that I get a chance to serve. And so I want to do workshops on anger management. I want to do workshops on being assertive and self-confident. I want to do workshops on attention management and on body language. Can you benefit from that? I want to do workshops on business ethics and business etiquette and even business succession planning, you know, how to go from here to here. Those of you who work in call centers, I want to be able to do training on that. I want to do training on change management and in civility in the workplace. civility in the workplace, right? I want to do trainings on coaching and mentoring, because there's a difference when you're in the workplace being a coach to your staff versus being a mentor to your staff. I want to do trainings on communication strategies, conflict resolution, creative problem solving. Tell me, can you benefit from some of that? Do you know someone who can benefit from some of that? I want to do training on critical thinking, customer service, how to deliver constructive criticism, emotional intelligence, how to motivate employees, how to bring employees on, how to recruit new people, how to facilitate. I want to do more trainings on interpersonal communication skills, because that's so key. Public safety, not public safety, but public speaking. I want to do trainings on teamwork and team building and time management and work-life balance, right? That's so key. Work-life balance. I want to do trainings on diversity and presentation skills and personal productivity. How to get a lot of production out of you, not just the team, but out of yourself, and different things like that. How many of you can really benefit from that type of training? Deidre said, that's awesome. Okay, and so I'm seeing the hands go up. So I'm going to start doing some mini little workshops on that. Normally, these workshops would be a full day, but I think I can just pull out different little pieces and provide workshops, and then even provide some certificates for you all to be able to say, hey, listen, I got some training in this, I got some training in that, because that may be able to help, that may be able to go on your resume, that may be able to help you get a promotion at work, or those workshops may be able to help you get a raise or something like that. So I'm going to really be building out, and you're going to be seeing an added website, and that added website is only going to be about professional development. So when you go over there, you're going to see some free trainings on just professional development, all professional development. So it won't be any spiritual development over there. It'll just be professional development, so that you can get what you need to enhance your career. Again, I want to serve you as a whole person. I want to take that holistic approach. All right. So spiritual development is the walk in favor. Personal development is the walk in favor. But eventually the professional development is going to all be under the LaShonda Lee brand. All right. So listen, God bless you. Go out today. Let your light shine. You're walking into darkness. You're walking into darkness. This world is a dark place right about now. However, it only takes one of you to brighten up that environment. So I tell you this, whatever environment you walk in today, don't dim the light. Don't dim the environment. Be the person that when you walk into the room, you brighten the room. Don't be the one to dim the room. You be the one to brighten the room. All right. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Annette. Listen, me and Annette go way back in our network marketing ventures. We used to do what it used to be called Prepaid Legal, but now it's called Legal Shield. We used to do that back in the day. Okay, Gary said, count me in. That's what I'm talking about. So we got you in. We got you in. We got you in. All right. Deidre said that's awesome. So listen, God bless y'all today. Have the best weekend ever. I am so excited about church this coming Sunday. I'm super, super excited because I just love worshiping the Lord. He summoned me to the church, was that Wednesday, and that's why I wasn't on Wednesday, because when I went in my study in my home, God said get to the sanctuary, and I was like, aye, Captain. So I got my stuff together, I took Bible, I took let me tell you what I took when God summoned me. I took my Bible, I took a communion cup, because I have my own communion at my house, because God said do this, as often as you do this in remember. So you ain't just got to do it at the church. So I took my communion, I took my anointing oil, I took my journal, I took my tablet, I took my Bible, I took an extra pair of socks because I wanted to walk in the sanctuary, not with my shoes on. And I just let God have his way. I didn't know how long I was going to be there. Whenever he released me, that's when I was going to leave. I had just 1 full hour of praise and worship, just 1 hour of praise and worship with the Lord. And it was just amazing, just to be able to do it. You know what I'm saying? So take that time and get with God, because what he has for you is better than anything or anybody. All right. So Rochelle said, I'm ready. Marquita said, oh, yes. And so may God bless y'all. May God keep you. And I will see you all prayerfully on Monday. All right. Have a great weekend. And again, let your light shine, because you may be the only Bible that somebody see today. All right. Talk to you soon. Love you. Bye-bye.